Last week I wasn't really sure whether DuckTales was canceled. Well, it is official. Disney did announce that DuckTales is ending. So let's go through DuckTales. So we're on to episode 2 of DuckTales. If you didn't see my review for the first episode, which is actually 2 episodes, but they flow right into each other, check that review out. But let's talk about this episode. This episode establishes how it's going to work with the family living in the mansion with Scrooge. So this episode is a slice of life episode. It's not a boring one. There's some fun comedy, but it's just kind of meh. What this really episode does is to highlight Webby and kind of how she's not ordinary because she spent her whole life living in a mansion, and kind of what that's done to her and why that makes her kind of odd. And so we get to see that part of the story. And then we also get to see Huey, Dewey, and Louie. We meet the Beagle Boys, and they're kind of just lame, antagonistic Team Rocket threats, which honestly is a perfect role for those characters. If you were going to do a modern take on them, I think they're perfect as that, and they have fun with that. Mrs. Beakley, you see more of her character, kind of her rivalry with Donald and how all that works out. But it's just a fun, enjoyable episode. It's very light on story. It's very light on things to talk about, but for what it is, it's pretty good, and I respect it. But the last episode did a better job at setting up the show overall. But, these set us up for both sides of how the show's going to work. You're going to have slice of life episodes, and then you're going to have adventure episodes. So we're going to have both. They're going to go together, and you can watch them. And both are enjoyable. And as long as both are enjoyable, I'm okay with it. This isn't Steven Universe where you get the story episodes and then you get the slice of life episodes. One is so much better than the other. I would say these are both equal. Not equal in terms of I don't know how to explain it, but equal in the sense that they both succeed at what they're trying to do, and they're both equally entertaining. And yeah, they do a great job at both what they're trying to do, and that's why I enjoyed this episode.